every time I switch over to do the YouTube ones, it's like my whole way I'm thinking starts changing, because in those ones I'm trying to think, okay, I got to say this real quick, and it's got to go fast, and I've only got a couple minutes. And in this one, it's just more relaxing. I feel like I can go more in depth, and I'm not like paying attention to the time so much. And but there is like several things on my mind. One of the things is these people who go in and comment, and they want to call other people crazy, and they're not even noticing that they're being outnumbered at this point. Like, if you're not seeing the craziness in this world, you are more becoming isolated. You are more of a, consciously out. You're on autopilot. And, you're busy looking through the scope. Wow, I gotta stay with the rules. And, that people who want to argue, some guy, Ed, told me for me to go take a photography class, and this whole argument is on somebody else's TikTok that I shared, where they are showing that there is the sun coming up and there's another planet next to it. I saw that like years ago, and I started talking about, and that's when I started hearing about this Narubu or Wormwood or something about this planet that goes in this solar. It's all the planets are going around each other all the time. This one, it takes a long time for its trajectory of its movement. It goes out around the earth and comes back. It's different than how we're all like circling. This one, it takes a lot longer, I guess, and it is it's close to us right now. I've even heard people talk about that it's actually a ship. It's not like a planet in the sense of what we think of as like Earth. But I don't think any of the planets are what we think. I think that things are very, very different than what we think they are what we've been told. And I've even heard that this Wormwood ship, or Narubu, or whatever you want to call it, is the Anunnaki coming back. They're the ones who were created us. If you go to the Sumerian tablets, then you find out like how we were created, and it was in a lab. Atoms were involved, but anyways, you get a different view, and there is definitely some planetary stuff that's going on, and there is so many people who are waking up and starting to notice the skies, and are taking pictures and videos and all sorts of stuff, and all sorts of people are catching these different planets. Like, okay, here's this, and then what's this? Like, how are they, like, what's going on? Like, new things are showing up. Does that mean that our whole planet is moving? Like I had said before, I don't know. But people are seeing it and getting a lot of footage of it. But you have the deniers who want to just, no, this world is what we're told it is. That's it. If you look outside the box, you're crazy. It's like, speaking of that, crazy people looking outside of the box. Christopher Columbus, when they used to talk about the flat earth, right? That's kind of weird. So, and they told him, oh, don't go, you might fall off. But he went out anyways. And we were always told that he is the one who discovered America. And then when I went to Spain, and I was on a tour, and they started talking about Christopher Columbus, and, he had gone to South America and discovered South America and all this stuff. He never came here. It's not in their history. He never came here. So who the hell, why don't the histories match? Just stuff like that. And, all of the stuff where I was getting the video of all those things flying around that night. And now, even when I'll go up and I'll start videotaping other things, they'll just fly right up. So something, but people want to tell me it's dust. Dust has got the ability at this point to fly from down at the end of the hall, fly up towards me, come up, won't land on me, go around me, You can leave out the window or door, just passing through. Dust has got like some crazy abilities at this point in some people's minds. Yeah. And now it's so funny, as I was taping something the other day and one just flew right up, It's like, I saw it, I don't know if anybody else did, but yeah, there is things going around all over the place. And people who don't want to see, who don't want to believe in anything, who think like it's dust and it's reflections and it's this and it's that, just looking for anything to make sense, instead of going and looking into it and thinking, hey, could there be something weird going on? I wonder. And like, I've got a big old telescope. I can't use it here because I'm in the forest. I'd have to load it up, take it out, and go out and someplace and set it up. But I don't need confirmation because I already know. But if you need confirmation and you're trying to understand, start doing some work for yourself. Start doing some research. Get a telescope. Go out. Start monitoring, Get a map. Mark where things are at certain times. Start trying to really understand. You just keep relying on other people's information. This isn't about that. I can go and see whatever I'm going to see, and it's my confirmation. It's what I'm looking for. I've found my confirmation. I've found what I'm looking for. But a lot of people, they don't want to. Sun is coming right in this window. It's making these weird shadows. I'll try and turn it a little. Anyways, there's people who, if they, every time I look, I have really bad eyes, like I've said about a zillion times. I can't see. I can only see like shadows, kind of. And I don't know. It looks like this weird. I don't know. It looks like Chucky to me. Anyways, so if you are confused, don't just attack other people. Like, they've already seen what they needed to see. They're out exploring for themselves. They're looking into things for themselves. So to just sit back as the hall monitor and tell everybody get back in your room doesn't make any sense. Why don't you just start looking into some of this stuff for yourself and do some experiments for yourself. Try and really start looking at things from other perspectives. Start broadening your perspective. Start looking outside the box. Because as long as you are looking through the scope in the box, you're limited. You aren't going to see everything. So, and nothing is going to make sense to you. It's going to sound like everybody's crazy because you are in the box and you're not outside. Once you become consciously aware, you step out of that box. You start trying to understand the box. You start trying to understand, what makes sense of the scope. You start trying to make sense of the whole world around you. And so much is coming at you right now that is a lot to process. So much. And I was watching Monkey Works this morning, and he was talking about, the different traffic. I wish that he was doing some up here. He keeps doing down by the border. And there's a lot going on. He said there's a lot going on. And he's thinking something big's about to happen. And I think we're all feeling it. We all know something big is about to happen. And nobody knows what it is. I did see a TikTok of a military briefing this morning. Where a military guy was like sitting at one of the tables. And like the officers up front, and he's talking, and you can see some other, the guys all sitting at the tables being briefed, I guess. But he shows the room, and then he shows this poster in front of him. Like there's a stack of them. And they look kind of like movie posters or something. Something fun. Let's make this fun. And it is the zombie apocalypse, preparing for the zombie apocalypse by the CDC. They released it. So it's their poster that the military is having a briefing on to prepare them for the zombie apocalypse. And what is freaky is that, Haven't had any sun in so many days. I wasn't prepared for, I should have just left the curtain shut for a while. Anyways, that, the thing that's freaky about it is, so, you know, that there's been so many people who have taken the fluid and looked at it, and, you know, we've seen there's something alive in it. And, you know, is it a conscious living thing? To me, that's the alien invasion. It's in the blood. But the, you know, a foreign entity. And is it just reactive, like, to the other things? So, you know, like two magnets come into each other. But they also pull it in. Remember, like a sketch, the Etch-a-Sketch, you know? And then you could shake it and pull them apart. I mean, you can't very well pick up a human and shake them and pull it apart. I don't know. There's hopefully some sort of, you know, a counter, what is it, antidote or something that goes in and destroys these little things, whatever they are, that is doing its own thing. And it's, I don't know. When the one woman, biologist, was talking, and she said it lifted itself up off of the slide. Like, that's creepy. That's creepy shit. And that's inside your... Now, you know, my one daughter, who has been since the very beginning, she got it the second it came out, man. She was on top of that, boy. She wasn't going to miss out on that one. She's had 2. She told me she'll take 3. I don't know if she really will or if she has. But she keeps telling me that she's sure she has cancer and she's sure she has brain cancer. And oh my God. Please stop talking about it. Please don't say that, because you will make it happen. And it's very scary. And her husband has them. And he just got surgery. And he's having some issues. My other friend, whose husband is fully... and he has a knee replacement, and he's having issues. Like, I mean, these are going to be new issues. They're not going to, I mean, this is new stuff in the blood. Our blood used to, when it was just our God-given blood, it knew what to do in there. It wasn't being interfered with. If it was, then, you know, it was something you needed to heal. If you had an area in your body that was interfering with your circulation and what your blood was doing, and, you know, the components in the blood and what all of them have to do inside your body and stuff. But now it is an alien invasion, and it is interfering with what is the typical response. So now it's all new situation. And, you know, I would say anybody who has had these should start, you know, forming groups to talk about things, you know, see what's working for some people and what's not. Like, I know that there's a lot of stuff about, a lot of the people are doing those baths that pull the toxins out and stuff. I don't know what they can do to heavy metals, especially like this magnetized stuff. Yeah, I don't know. And this stuff that is in there to make their blood be... black light, whatever that's, iridescent or something. It's so creepy to me. That you can look under a black light and you see their blood, and it looks yellow or something, or purple. It looks like, you know, it doesn't look right. That's all I know. Something's weird. And when you have you know, when you become a magnet, you can hold metal on you. Yeah, I think that forming those groups is the smartest thing, because those people are going to be the ones who have to figure out, like, what's working and what's not working, because they've got a whole new thing going on there that the rest of us don't know about, and or aren't having to deal with. And but it just is really creepy with the zombie apocalypse stuff. And the changing these lights around mine, I keep noticing are not changed yet. They're still yellow. They aren't purple. But I have seen the purple black lights in lights, you know, in other places. I can't think of where, but I've seen them because it really stood out. And I noticed it, and I thought that it was odd. I thought, how weird. Why would they put black lights for the street lights? And, but then once I heard people start saying, hey, they're changing out the lights to black lights, and then it starts showing people who, and holding it up to black light and that they shine. Oh my gosh. And that Monkeyworks said that he was getting tons and tons of emails of people sending him footage of sightings of these triangular ships. And he was saying that he believes they are the, it's our own. It's not from outer space. It's not from, somewhere different. It's from our own people who are in those ones. So, are they going to be chasing people down and zapping them with lasers or something? I don't know. I think that their plan is not going to go as far as what they are hoping, but I really think their plan is unfolding in front of us. And it's creepy. It's so sci-fi. It's so freaking creepy. I was never really into sci-fi movies too much, although I loved Twilight Zone and stuff. I was never, I never really watched, the Enterprise or any of those kind of shows. I just wasn't really into them. Probably should have. They were probably disclosing. We would probably know what to do in all these cases if, you watched all of those different shows. Because I know, like, Soylent Green, that was disclosed when I was a kid. That was a plan. And I think that the plan is already in action. I think it's been in action for a while. But now everything's being exposed. So now we're kind of catching the tail end. Now we're just seeing it. But I think it's always there. I think it's been going for a long time, just like all of this stuff. They've been systematically doing this for a very long time. Kind of take the soul out of people, beat their soul down so they don't have anything in them. I think it's part of the agenda with, killing off people that have got darker skin. Is that, everybody used to. Everybody on the planet used to. And I don't know. It really has been on my mind lately. Like, I get that if you go, if all of the people were dark-skinned, then they started moving out across the planet and started going to other places. I understand that there's DNA from other beings, too. And so, like the tall whites, I don't know if anybody has their DNA, but they're obviously very white. So there's other beings from other places that are, but on this planet. So everybody was dark. Then they start going out across the planet. Well, how long does it take for somebody to lose all their color just because their place in next to the equator changes? Like, wouldn't that take a really long time? Unless they were artificially, helping with that. She's having such a hard time. It's okay, baby. I know, honey. She's having such a hard time. I swear, the only way that is keeping me going with this is just knowing that the technology is so far advanced for the medical, and I know we are so close. I can't imagine putting her out of her misery, and 2 weeks later, everything was there for her to heal. So, it makes me feel horrible to, have her be going through this. It really sucks. She's in so much pain. I can't stand it. But anyways, so I gotta get back to what I was even talking about. Anyways, I'll just go with, if you're questioning things if not questioning things to the point you're going to look into something, but questioning the other people who have, then it's time for you to step back and start doing your own investigations. Quit wasting your energy attacking other people. The other people have seen it. We've all seen the truth. You haven't seen the truth yet. Don't waste your time trying to convince us that we're crazy, because it's just making you look foolish. It's just making you look so, like you're so plugged into the system. You're so scared that you can't even release it, because this is about release, sovereignty, becoming your own self. Stop waiting for saviors. Stop thinking someone's coming to save you. Save yourself. That's what this is about. There's nobody going to come and save your health. It's on you. There's nobody that's going to come save your soul. It's on you. All of the things are inside of you that you need. But you have to start recognizing that and, use your own abilities for yourself to learn. It looks so weird to me with the sun, so move it again. Anyways, you gotta save yourself. There's nobody coming to save you. So if your health is suffering, it is up to you. And, form alliances with other people who are in the same kind of situation. Like for me, when I went off of the big pharma, all of the pills, I had to wean myself. I had medical experience because of being a nurse. So I kind of understood what needed to be done and how I needed to do it. What I could do was just hold something up here. So, I go in and look up the different medicine. Like if you're on a bunch of pills and you're just getting sicker and sicker and sicker and they want to add another one, that's what they do. Start figuring out how to get off of them. I can't even tell you how much better I feel being off the medications. All the medications they want to convince you need, and I feel so much better getting off of them. So take control of your own health. Focus on what is healthy to eat and drink, and, do some investigation into the water. You're going to find out there's nothing in the faucet that's going to come out that's going to be good for you. And most stores don't even have food that's good for us. So, and that's a lot of loopholes to try and jump through just to get food that's good for you. But also remember, you don't need as much food as what they tell you. That's part of their agenda to get you to be unhealthy. They want you to pack on a couple 100 extra pounds, and they want to, tell anybody that's telling you to take care of yourself that they've got the problem. If you're just sitting back waiting for someone to come in and save you, you're going to be waiting a long time. God gave you this ability inside yourself to save yourself. And it's all of us coming together. That is the hand of God. That is us. All of us waking up to that God spark that is living inside of us and coming together. That is the hand of God. That is the creation. We create the light. We bring the light to the planet by coming together in unity and awareness and taking control of our own lives. So, as I always say, focus on you and, just focus on your healing and, start doing some investigation if you can't understand and you think everybody's crazy but you. Start looking into things. Spend your time more productively. I don't understand people who want to come on here and tell me that I talk crazy talk and I need to stop. No, you just need to change the channel. If you don't want to hear me, you have every bit of empowerment in your own self to change the channel. Nobody is holding you by gunpoint to force something on you. You have the abilities to control yourself. So just remember that and start empowering yourself to do that. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.